Am I the asshole for calling my wife mentally abusive
Oh my God.
for
Okay.
lecturing me about drinking non-alcoholic beer?
You told me this one earlier. I still don't know what it fucking means.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get to it. So I, 33 male, have been sober for almost 1.5 years now.
Okay.
I used to love drinking and partying, but I started slowing down once I hit 30, and a medication I went on last year caused me to quit completely.
Okay.
I'm off the meds now, but I decided to stay off alcohol and truly love all the benefits of sobriety. My wife, 37 female, also used to drink often but quit long before me, although she will very rarely have some wine or champagne at like a wedding or something.
Okay.
In the 400 plus days of my sobriety, I've enjoyed probably 20 or less non-alcoholic beers.
Okay.
She recently turned me on to Corona non-alcoholic. If you put a lime in it, you truly can't tell the difference. I highly recommend it to anyone as an alternative.
I actually might try that. I love Coronas.
I just had a birthday recently, and the only thing I asked her for was a 6-pack of said non-alcoholic beer, which she got me. Some people came over Friday night for pizza and to hang out. We didn't have any lime, so I just stuck to water all night. Fast forward to this past Sunday, Cinco de Mayo, she decides to make us a Mexican-themed brunch. While we're eating around 11 a.m., I decide that a Corona non-alcoholic would pair very nicely with our meal, so I crack one open and put a lime in it. She then gets very serious all of a sudden and tells me she doesn't want her 1.5-year-old child seeing people drink alcohol in the morning. It was so comical to me that I started laughing. He doesn't know the difference between that and a bottled soda. We're raising him in a sober household. And in my experience, it's actually very common to see an adult have some kind of alcohol with brunch on occasion. Not to mention kids are going to do whatever they want, especially if their parents are too strict. Anyway, I wasn't even angry at this point, and I guess this rubbed her the wrong way, but the whole situation was so funny that I said, quote, "This is hilarious. I should make a comedy sketch about a guy who was such a wuss that his bitch wife won't even let him drink a non-alcoholic beer for his birthday."
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay, guy.
I did warn you earlier there was going to be a left turn here.
Wow.
And that
I was really like, I'm proud of you.
You became sober. That's
and
a
then
good
I was
thing.
like, you know, this is kind of a nuanced argument because I can see her side. I get it.
Yeah.
And then you essentially called your wife a bitch.
Yeah. But it's just a joke. It was a gentle joke.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. All right.
I didn't even mean that she was a bitch. I just meant it in the cliche sitcom trope kind of way. We often jokingly compare ourselves to Doug and Carrie from King of Queens as an example. And as we all know, Carrie's a huge bitch like my wife. No, I'm joking.
That would be so
that
funny.
Would be really
though.
funny. My memory gets fuzzy at this point, but she flies into a tirade about how bad it is for our child to see this. She bought them. How I drink a non-alcoholic beer every day. This isn't even remotely true. And I can never do this again. I literally don't care. I like non-alcoholic beers, but I could easily live without them.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not even listening. You called your wife a bitch. Yeah. I'm not even listening to what you're saying. I don't give a shit.
So I tell her that she's being incredibly unreasonable. Yeah. And that this is mentally abusive behavior.
Fuck off, dude.
This was a major gut punch. She initially tells me to get out, but comes off it. She ended up sitting on the couch for several hours and won't speak to me. I've tried to see her side of this, but honestly, I can't get there. There's no past trauma related to alcohol. I simply quit to be healthier. Am I the asshole? No, you're a bitch in the same way that a sitcom character is a bitch. But, like, you're not a bitch, you know what I mean?
I, actually don't know how to describe what these men are doing wrong, because I just don't think you have the capacity of understanding what's wrong.
Am I the asshole for parking in the handicap spot in this specific situation?
Okay.
What do you think the situation is? Just out of curiosity. Guess what the situation could be.
You have to shit really bad.
Okay. See, it's not that, but, you know, I like what you're thinking.
I mean, I think you'd still
be the asshole. Yeah, you'd still be an asshole. Yeah. This happened a few days ago, and I still don't know how to feel about it. I picked up some food and decided to eat at my car because, well, I was alone and I don't like eating in public when alone. So I parked my car, But the sun glare was so bad, it was shining directly to my eyes.
Oh, you poor baby, the sun. Oh.
It was shining directly into my eyes, and I have sensitive eyes. I saw the handicap parking spot was empty, as it almost always is, and I know the spot is shaded, so I parked there and started eating. You know that relatable thing where you get a little bit of glare in your eyes, and you park in the handicap spot because that has shade in it. You know that feeling?
What's really funny is sometimes people write these and they're just like, sometimes they're like, am I the asshole? And they're actually like a criminal, like they committed a crime and then they're admitting it on the internet for committing a crime. And sometimes people are like, am I an asshole? And they're literally a saint.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's, am I the asshole? I am an asshole.
Yeah. I was halfway through my meal and some random lady came up to my window saying she can't see a tag on my car. I explained my situation. She was together with a wheelchair user person and he seemed understanding, but she immediately started acting offended. She gave me a rant on why I shouldn't park here. In the end, she said because people like me, they have a hard time finding spots. I said there is another empty handicap spot here, plus I'd gladly move my car if she kindly asked me to. She then demanded I empty the spot now. I said I will and started moving my car. I didn't apologize because of her attitude. She shouted, "Wow, not even an apology," as I was leaving. I then stopped and said, "I'm sorry you seem really frustrated, but you can't take all your anger on me." She cut me off saying, "I'm taking my anger on you?" I said yes, because I explained to you why I parked here in the first place, and now I'm moving my car as you wanted me to. I feel for both of you. You being you being a caretaker must be hard as well, but you don't have to be so hard on me. She cut me off again and saying they're a couple. I'm such an asshole. It's not hard to give proper apology. She can't believe how entitled I am, etc.
Yeah.
And she just kept complaining. At this point, dude, I'm sorry, I just can't. You had glare in your eye. This man can't walk, and his wife is like pissed off at you, and you can't understand. At this point, I knew there was no point replying to her because she was clearly looking for a fight. So I quietly left. Am I the asshole?
God, I don't know. I can't tell
for the life of me.
Hey, what a crazy story that was. Don't forget to leave a comment down below about what you thought of it. Also, Walla is attempting to reunite with her family of 8 doctors who are currently trying to evacuate Gaza, and they need your help in donating. $1 is equal to 10 Swedish krona, and as you can see, they are very close to the $20,000 mark. If everybody could go into the link in our bio, it'll be the first link, and donate 10 krona, we'd be able to save this family as they're being forcibly displaced from their own home. If you can't donate, repost, like, comment, and share the GoFundMe so we can spread the word of this GoFundMe. Thank you very much for watching, and free Palestine, free Congo, and free Sudan. Links for and information for all of those are also in our bio as well.
Am I the asshole for leaving all my groceries at the register when the cashier refused to sell me alcohol? And the title on Am I the Devil is, Am I the asshole for being petty? Abundance and Bounty are 2 supermarket chains, both of stores 20 minutes away from me and 15 minutes apart from each other. I, 33 male, usually go to Abundance unless I want something I can only get at Bounty, and I haven't been asked for ID when buying alcohol in over 8 years at either store, or anywhere else for that matter. I went into Abundance yesterday to buy my weekly groceries and picked up a 6-pack of beer to enjoy on the weekend. I set the beers down in front of my other groceries on the conveyor belt, then moved to the other side to start packing. The cashier saw the beer and asked me for ID. I told him I don't have my ID on me, and he told me he couldn't sell me the beer and placed it to the side. I politely said, "Okay, no problem. Have a nice day," then walked away, leaving all my groceries on the conveyor belt. Parentheses, I didn't take anything.
What?
As I walked away, he shouted, "Excuse me, sir," but I saw no reason to waste time on continuing a discussion because he already made his decision, and I understand how strict they need to be when it comes to alcohol and ID. My mother worked in a liquor store for several years. Because you don't bring your ID anywhere, you idiot.
Yeah, so what? Oh my God.
If you know how serious it has to be, bring your ID. If you're so fucking desperate for alcohol, have your ID on you.
Yeah.
To be very clear, I did not do this to, quote, get back at him.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
but rather because it meant I needed to go to Bounty to get the beer, and it didn't make sense to drag all my heavy groceries from Abundance to Bounty when I could just get the same groceries from Bounty, including the beer. I also figured carrying bags of groceries from Abundance around Bounty wasn't wise because it might raise suspicions of shoplifting. Just leave it in your car. So I went from Abundance to Bounty, bought everything that I needed from Bounty, including the beer, then went home. When I got back, my girlfriend asked why it took so long, and after explaining it, she said I was an asshole for making things difficult for the staff at Abundance because they would need to restock all my stuff and possibly throw things away.
Yes.
I don't know if that last part is true, but she knows someone who works in a similar store and explained that they're pretty strict on how long certain products are allowed to be outside the freezer/refrigerator.
Oh, true, yeah.
She also said it was extremely rude that I just walked away when the cashier was trying to talk to me.
Yeah.
I asked what she would have done, but she didn't have an answer besides just coming home without the beer.
Put it in your fucking car and then buy a beer later.
But I don't see that as a solution. Am I the asshole? So, edit.
Yeah.
Since everyone keeps asking why I didn't bring ID, the only ID I own is my passport, and I don't want to risk it getting lost or stolen.
Why don't you have fucking ID? I mean, where is this from? Because I never heard these grocery stores.
Yeah. I also don't think it was necessary considering I haven't been asked for ID in over 8 years.
Am I the asshole for calling my boyfriend's degree useless?
Let's see. Benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to judge.
Me, 29, and my boyfriend, 27, were at a party a few nights ago. We met up with my friends. My boyfriend and I have been in a relationship for a year and celebrated our anniversary 3 weeks ago. While at the party, one of my friends asked my boyfriend about school and work, etc. My boyfriend has a degree in African languages and works at a nonprofit. He sounds cool as shit.
That is cool, yeah. And you're going to call this degree useless? He works at a fucking nonprofit. He's probably doing some good shit. You're already an asshole. Also, like, I already kind of feel that, like, tinge of, like, racism.
Yes.
Where it's like,
I also want to say that, yeah.
You went for African languages.
Yeah, like what, bruh? If you got it in English, would it also be a useless degree? If it was some sort of Western language, would it also be as useless?
Oh, I got it in Italian. I got it in Italian studies.
I mean, and some people maybe, but there's an extra.
It's an extra little thing. Yeah, there's a little bit like
remember when people were like, oh, basket weaving?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
There's a little twinge of racism there, yeah.
While at the party, one of my friends asked my boyfriend about school and work, etc. My boyfriend has a degree in African languages and works at a nonprofit. I had quite a lot of drinks. Oh, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
I had quite a lot of drinks, so I called my boyfriend's degree useless because he doesn't make much money at his job.
Wait, that's the reason? You're already, fuck you. You're an asshole if you only care about money.
But Josh, it was in a funny way, of course.
That's written in there, right? That is.
Most of my friends laughed.
Well, okay, then not the asshole, because you made someone laugh.
And you're spreading joy.
Yeah, you're spreading joy. Christ. Oh, fuck you.
I'm such a fucking pickled raisin today. I'm so sour. This is such bullshit. I know TikTok is gonna be like, why is she so mad? I just am mad. Just deal with it.
Why would you be mad if it's a joke?
Yeah, it's a joke. We're all supposed to be laughing.
Exactly.
One friend told me it was an asshole thing to say. My boyfriend wasn't happy either, although his degree really isn't all that useful.
You're doubling down in the post too. Fuck off. I read this one too, full disclosure. I did read this one on accident.
Such a piece of shit.
I was like really excited to read this one, but then Sarah took it. I'm like, damn.
Ever since my boyfriend has been kind of cold and I feel like an ass.
Good. Yeah, because you are.